everybody, it's Chef Martin on the ThermoWorks barbecue patio. Today we're bringing the heat with none other than Danielle Bennett of DivaQ Barbecue. Danielle, we're so excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much. I am so happy to be back in Utah and happy to be here. And of course, we've got some really great ingredients today. I'm really excited about this recipe because I love pork and this is a really versatile recipe.
What are we doing exactly again?
All right, so we're gonna take a basic pork loin, and so we've got a couple. We're gonna do this twice so everybody can see it. We've got a basic pork loin here. It's about 2.5, 3 pounds. What we're gonna do is actually cut it into 3 strips. We're gonna wrap it in bacon, and we're gonna braid it.
Well, that sounds delicious.
I'm actually gonna make up just a little bit of an herb marinade that we're gonna slosh all over it after we put the bacon on, because we're actually gonna bring herbs and bacon fat into this today.
Oh, that sounds great.
Nothing about that sounds bad.
Nothing sounds bad.
Nothing sounds about that.
Yeah.
So we've got all the ingredients here. So I'm just gonna go through them. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, Dijon mustard, kosher sea salt, black cracked pepper, lemon juice, because we need a bit of an acid. We've got some really nicely chopped garlic, lemon zest, thyme and rosemary has already been really finely chopped, and some parsley. So here's the thing.
Okay.
It's really easy. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Handful,
All right.
handful,
I'm following so far.
pinch.
Okay.
Big pinch because I'm a garlic monster.
If you want to do 2 big pinches, I wouldn't.
Two,
come at you.
oh, you are my people then.
All right.
You are my people. Okay, 2 big pinches. Okay, so this is a real home recipe. This is something
Yeah.
I really do at home.
We're not being picky about how we measure these things.
You can be, and we're gonna make sure that they've got a real recipe, but honestly, it's your house. It's what I always say. If you
Yeah.
want 5 pinches of garlic, who am I to stop you?
No one.
You know? Salt, pepper, okay? We're gonna squeeze in a little bit of lemon juice because we do need a bit of an acid. So we've got some lemon juice, a couple tablespoons of that, just into there as well. Now this is not a thin marinade, okay? So this is almost like a chunky marinade,
Okay.
because we really want those herbs and the garlic especially to be very, very prominent. So there's a couple tablespoons of lemon juice in there.
So it's more like a chunky rub kind
It's almost like a chunky rub more than a marinade, yeah.
Right.
A good dollop. These are technical terms, as we know.
Everybody knows how big a dollop is.
This is a dollop in my world.
Perfect.
We've got a dollop of some good Dijon. This is honestly, good Dijon makes a difference, okay?
I love good Dijon.
A good Dijon. This is not a dollar store Dijon. It makes a big difference, okay? We've got some extra virgin olive oil. If you don't like olive oil, you can always use canola oil. You could also use avocado oil. Any of those would work fine. The reason we use the mustard, not only is it flavor, but mustard's an emulsifier.
Right.
You know? So what we want to do is we just want to bring everybody to the party, okay?
Yeah. So we're making
I'm gonna add just a little bit more.
Yeah, it's all come together.
See how quick?
There's no oil falling out of it.
No, and then we just put in a very generous amount.
Yeah.
But that mustard brings everybody together, everybody to the party. Give that a good whisk aside. That's it. We're done. Like that is the entire, wet rub, marinade, whatever you want to call it. Now we could rub these ahead of time the night before, or you can do it right last minute. It's up to you. But once again, you can get this done ahead of time. Super easy. All right.
All right.
Time to move on to the next stage.
What's the next stage?
All right. I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna move some of these beautiful herbs over. Okay. And now it's time to get to the pork. So once again, trimmed pork loin.
Right.
No silver skin on it. Okay.
Yeah, you're taking that off in advance.
Completely taking it off. Really economical.
Absolutely.
Okay. This can feed a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
For very little money per pound.
For very little money. So what you want to do is you want to take your knife and starting about 1.5 to 2 inches from the top. Okay. You want to make 3 equal slats into this. Okay. So you've got a nice sharp chef's knife. We're going to do first cut, and you want to try to get them so you can see about even. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like that. And so now we have this attached end. Okay. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again, because we're going to do this twice so everybody can see this.
Okay.
And we want to feed people.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
There's plenty of thermal workers here that are going to be happy about this today.
they, I'm sure, really want to try this. Once again, in thirds. Now, here's the thing. We're doing it with pork loin today. You can do this with a pork tenderloin. Makes a smaller one, less cooking time, but there's nothing wrong with that. The other thing that I've done with, and this recipe is probably a good, I'm going to say 12 to 14 years old.
Okay.
For me. It's one of my go-tos for dinner parties.
Absolutely.
You can also do this with pork belly. Just takes a lot longer to cook. Yeah. So as you can see, we've got our braids all ready to go. Now this is where we want to get into the bacon discussion.
All right.
And I want you to take this over, okay?
Right. So
can you please talk about this?
We've got here 3 packages of thin bacon, not thick cut bacon. There's a time and a place for your thick cut bacon. This isn't one of them. Anytime you're wrapping anything in bacon, you want the thin stuff because it's going to render faster, it's going to crisp better, and it's just going to have a better wrappiness to it than trying to take a slab of
Yeah.
pork belly and wrap it around something.
Absolutely.
Right? So we've got some really lovely, nice, evenly textured thin cut bacon here.
They're almost like bacon planks. They look like nice rectangles, almost like a ruler shaped.
Yeah.
The other thing I love about this type of bacon, it's usually the least expensive.
It is, yeah,
It's usually 18 to 24 slices per pound, and it works really great. Additionally, this is, as I just to show everybody, this is an extremely lean meat, right?
Right, yeah.
Now there's two things we're gonna talk about when keeping this as moist as possible today, okay? We love moist, succulent, delicious, flavorful pork. A couple ways you achieve that. First of all, bacon fat always rules for everything. Bacon fat, duck fat, any of the fats, even the olive oil in the wet rub works. The other part is making sure we cook it to the right temperature, and that is a big key point for me. I teach time less than I teach temperature. I teach temperature for everything in my world. You know, many years ago, it's been like 10, 11 years ago, okay? The FDA, USDA finally dropped the cook your pork to cardboard stage. It was the parasite that was in pork originally. And basically what happened is that parasite over the years has been grown out of commercial commodity pork.
Exactly.
So now we can finally cook pork to a much lower temperature. So normally it would have been cooked to about 165 degrees, which, as you know, this table and this wood on this table would probably taste better than that.
As tasty as maple.
as this. So now when we're in the 140 to 145 to 150 degrees, somewhere in there now. And I think that's a personal preference thing because people are still getting used to that. So where's your preferred ending temperature?
I usually go 140, honestly.
And I go because 140 to 145. I stop at about 140, 141, and then the rest.
And then the carryover.
And then the carryover.
Yeah, that's what I go for too.
Now we've got the Traeger already going. It's already filled up with wood pellets. Now, when you're talking about wood pellets and pairing this, you could of course use any flavor you like. Absolutely. It's your house, everybody. There is no one right perfect pork pellet, okay, or wood, okay, or even if you're gonna do this in your oven. Listen, it's your house, okay? The most important thing is we're gonna do this at 350 degrees, okay?
Gotcha.
If they wanna get more smoke in it, then you know the other option is you start it at 180, do it for 20, 30 minutes, then turn the grill up to 350. The reason,
that smoke into it.
Yeah, we want the 350 because we want to crisp up the bacon. It'll be nice and juicy, it's delicious. Once again, it comes back to you know, our agreement on thin bacon slices works the best.
That's right.
So here we go. We've got a little bit of pork. Goodness. As you can see, look at that. Look, it's nice. I love this bacon so much, okay? Really nice. And so what we want to do is we want to just start at the top here, and we want to wrap it, okay? And we're going to wrap each of these. And you don't have to like overlap it, but I will say that it's nice if you keep this nice and flat on there, you know? It doesn't have to be completely coated. So we're wrapping each of these so they become like almost these little logs of goodness.
Yeah.
And that thinness it's gonna be yummy.
That is really
I love a good yummy.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting pork happiness going on here, okay? And once again, you don't have to do the center one as much. The left and the right braids are usually the ones I cover the most. I always have. So you can see I'm putting a little bit less bacon on the center. And it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know,
this isn't like bacon weaving a turkey or something like that.
Which I have done, which is wholly overrated as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it's worth it personally. Yeah. It's good for the gram, not good for real life.
It's pretty, but it's not worth the effort, is it?
I don't think it's worth it, okay? I don't think it's worth it. So now we have all of the legs. We're gonna call them. No, we're not done yet. Come on. Yep. Don't be. You can't be skimpy with the bacon. Come on.
I won't take the bacon away early.
Please don't take away the bacon early. So we're gonna wrap the end though.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you know, if you're gonna be serving this out, do you want to be the person that doesn't get the bacon piece?
No, you don't want.
Come on. We want everybody to have some bacon. So we're just gonna wrap some bacon around that end piece too, just to make sure everybody got some bacon. All right. It's pretty simple, right?
Lovely.
Okay. You have braid hair? Are you serious?
I mean,
are you serious?
It's getting greater and greater, but I used to.
I used to have really long hair. It used to be down here, so I braided my hair regularly when it was that long. So here we go. One side over there. Okay. Now you want to press it down nice and flat. One side down there. One side down there. One side down there. That's it.
Beautiful.
And then you want to tuck these ends in just a little bit. Okay. And if they pop open, you can always use a skewer to close them up a bit, or another piece of bacon.
Okay.
So that goes on the grill. Same thing. Really pretty.
Just beautiful.
Isn't it gonna be gorgeous? Okay.
It's gonna be so.
All right. Now pass over the bowl of goodness, because we're gonna get messy. I know, so I've got the gloves on, so I'm just gonna assume that you want me to do this.
I mean, I can put some gloves on.
No. I'm gonna add one more piece of bacon.
This is your recipe. I'm gonna Learn from you.
It's so pretty as a dinner party item though. And okay, so it's gonna go on the grill depending on how thick your pork is, okay?
Okay.
Depending on your temperature, okay? Once again, it could be anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Start checking it at 35 minutes for sure though,
Heard.
okay?
Yeah.
And you're looking for either the temperatures we like, which is 140 to 145, or you might wanna go up to 150. But I would not wanna go up any further than that,
Right.
okay?
You will dry it out.
We don't wanna dry it out. Yeah, we want luscious, succulent pork, okay? So now we're gonna go through.
And you're just kind of stuffing it down into those nooks and crannies as well as everything.
Nooks and crannies are a good thing. Yeah, exactly.
And it's lovely because the bacon makes more nooks and crannies.
You
Gives
like
it
that,
more texture
exactly.
to grab onto.
And it's so pretty. You know, you bring out a couple of these on a platter, you got your friends over, and here's the cool thing is, you can actually prep all of this in the morning. Get it ready to go on the grill.
And just have it in the fridge waiting.
Yeah, have it in the fridge waiting. Yep. I prefer to prep it up, last minute. I think the bacon's better in the long run.
Okay.
But definitely this is how it goes to the grill. And notice we didn't put a lot of salt in there, by the way. When you do the pinches, take it easy on the salt because we've got a lot of bacon on here.
The bacon is, bringing a lot
You
of
know,
salt.
every time, and it tends, I've noticed a tendency when you've got a thinner bacon, the lesser quality bacon, it tends to be a little saltier.
Okay.
So we want to prevent people from over salting it. Remember, they can always add salt at the end, but we can't take it away.
That's right.
So there we go, ready to go to the grill. There we go. Done.
All right.
On the
We'll
grill.
come back in 35.
Yeah, 35, we're good to go.
So our timer's done and you think these are ready to go? Let's check it out.
Let's see, we're sitting right at 138, 139, 140, 141. Look at all that juiciness from all those herbs. Look at that color. They look great. We did put the skewer in the end to hold it together. And look at that beautiful color on the bacon. Once again, that tip about using thin bacon, because all the bacon, as everybody can see, is nice and crispy. Ready for the rest now.
Well, we've had a fun time letting this meat rest, but we're done letting this meat rest, aren't we?
Now, I want to show people how awesome this looks.
Oh, and then look how juicy it is.
Succulent, moist, juicy, a little bit of smoke on there. Yeah, we're just pretty happy about this. I'm going to give you the crispiest end bit.
I was hoping for some crispy end bits, so.
This is a sign of my true respect for another chef.
There we go, absolutely.
Give the good bits.
Oh, man.
See? Smoky, good, delicious. And it's perfect. Like, look at how much this makes. Like, we fill up this whole cutting board.
Yeah. Well, and I like that the braid also gives you like little bites that are like easy to serve, easy to grab, easy to bite, easy to eat.
Exactly.
Because every slice is 3 slices automatically.
It's fun.
It's fun. And that's what cooking should be. It should be fun, right? So thank you so much for tuning in with us today. If you've enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and liking. Danielle, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for making this. I'm going to get off camera so I can eat a whole bunch of pork now. Until next time, thank you from ThermoWorks and happy cooking.
Thanks, guys.